Hello and welcome to day one of Journey Home. My name is Taylor. I am so thrilled and excited to be guiding you through this 30-day yoga journey. The only thing you need to do is every day show up on your mat and practice the meditation as well. It can really help elevate your practice and is actually a part of yoga. Today we'll be doing a Root to Rise yoga flow, and this entire week is about building you from the ground up, helping you find stability. For today, I recommend having 2 blocks, and if you don't have blocks, they're not absolutely necessary, but you can always try using thicker books under your hands instead. When you're ready, I'll see you on the mat to get started. If you would like to join this 30-day experience, you can sign up with the link below, and I will send you an email every day reminding you of the practice for the day. We'll begin on our back bodies today, so come to have a seat and lay down onto your back. Bring your heels towards your glutes and then walk them out so the edges of your feet are about edges of the mat, and allow your knees to knock in. Bring one hand over your heart and the other over your belly. Take a deep inhale in through your nose, fill your torso. Exhale, side out. Seal your lips. Begin to slow your breath down. With each inhale, feel your belly expand, feeling like a balloon. And on an exhale, it deflates. And on an inhale, inflate your belly. Feel your rib cage expand out as well. Exhale, belly deflates, ribs knit back towards each other. Inhale this time, belly, ribs, even expand into your chest. Exhale, your entire torso gets smaller, comes back together. Inhale, your torso expands through all 4 corners. Exhale, release. Take a few more deep breaths just like that. And use this breath as your tool through today's practice, through this entire 30-day journey. Reach your arms long beside you. Walk your feet back into about hip-width distance apart. Scoot your heels towards your glutes in case they've moved at all. And spread your fingers wide as you push your arms as well as your feet into the mat. Inhale, begin to lift your hips off the ground into bridge pose. Open your chest towards the ceiling. Exhale, slowly release vertebra after vertebra back to the ground. We'll do a few more flows just like that. Inhale, curl tailbone, lift hips towards the sky. Exhale, slowly release all the way back to the ground. Use that breath. Full inhale to lift. And full exhale to release. Inhale, lift. This time, stay at the top. Option to keep your arms where they are or to interlace your fingers behind your lower back, under your bum, and walk your shoulder blades under your upper back. Push firmly into your arms, the edges of your pinky fingers, and your feet. Extend your tailbone towards the top of your mat. Lengthen your spine. Deep inhale. Exhale, press more into the soles of your feet. Final inhale here. See if your hips can lift a little higher. Exhale, release your hands. Spine slowly lowers back towards the mat. One breath here. Hug your knees towards your chest. Perhaps you invite a gentle rock from side to side. Give your lower spine a minute for a massage. Come to stillness as you reach your hands to the back of your thighs. Rock forward and back and use that momentum to help you come all the way up. Legs can cross and you come forward onto all fours. Maybe you back it up on the mat, find a spot where you're center. Push into the tops of your feet. Fingertips are spread wide. Tailbone and crown of head reach in opposite directions, long spine. Inhale, belly drops towards the mat as your chest and gaze shine forward. Exhale, curl your tailbone under, push into the spot between your shoulder blades, into cat. Inhale, we'll float back into cow. Exhale into cat. Here comes a change. Inhale, back into cow. Heels come towards your glutes. Exhale, move back into cat. Push into the tops of your feet. Knees come slightly off the mat. Few rounds just like that. Inhale, heels to glutes. Arch your back. Exhale, push into tops of feet and palms round your spine. Really fires up the core there. 2 more rounds. Inhale, release your knees. Come to sit back on your heels. Walk your hands behind you. Option to open chest towards the sky. Chin lifts slightly. Further, you can lift your hips. Think cat-like pose or cow-like, sorry. Then set your sit bones back down. Hands come to thighs. Round forward, this time like cat. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky as you come up high onto your knees. Exhale, step your right foot forward, low lunge. Allow your left hip flexor to melt towards the mat as you scissor your legs towards each other, squaring your hips. Inhale, fingertips grow long. Exhale, cactus through your arms. Think 90-degree angle each arm. Option, shine your chest towards your sky. Lift your chin, baby back bend here. Inhale, fingertips reach to sky. Exhale, plant your hands. Shift your hips back. Flex into your right foot, half splits. Think about plugging your right hip into its hip socket. Lengthen through the back of your right leg. Inhale, come forward, low lunge. Step both feet back. Come to rest your sit bones on your heels. Extend your arms long. Or option to stack your palms. Rest your head on your hands. Child's pose. Push yourself back up right away. Hands come behind you. Inhale, lift your chest, chin. Option to lift hips. Exhale, sit bones back to heels. Hands on thighs. Round your spine forward. Inhale, arms reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, left foot steps forward, low lunge. Right hip flexor melts towards the mat. Scissor your legs together. Shoulders move away from ears. Inhale to find length in the arms. Exhale, cactus arms. Option, open chest, lift chin towards the sky. Baby back bend. Inhale, arms reach back up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Shift your hips back, half splits. Flex into the left foot. Inhale, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, upper body folds over the leg. Inhale, left foot plants back on the mat, hands to the mat so you can step yourself back, child's pose. Choose the arm variation that's working for you today. Push yourself back up. Hands come behind you, open chest, lift chin, hips may lift off. Exhale, hands to thighs, round forward. Inhale, come high to your knees, arms reach all the way up. Exhale, plant both hands on the mat, all fours. Tuck your toes, lift your sit bones up and back, downward facing dog. Take a few petals here with your legs, lifting one heel then the other. Or maybe stillness is more your jam today. Wherever you're at, we'll all find stillness. Push firmly into your palms. Have as much bend in your knees as feels good. Inhale, reach your right toes all the way up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Square your hips. You don't want your right hip to be lifting. You want it in line with your left. Inhale, push into your palms as you reach through your right toe. Exhale, right knee towards your nose. Plant your right foot between your hands. Option here to place blocks on either side. You may want to walk your left back foot in slightly as we inhale into high lunge, arms come up towards the sky. Your feet are on two separate tracks here, so your left toes are not directly behind your right heel, but off to the left a bit. Inhale, tailbone points to ground as fingertips reach. Exhale, cactus arms, option open chest towards the sky. Inhale, arms reach back up. Exhale, hands can come to ground or blocks. Straighten through your right leg as your hips lean back, pyramid pose. The higher you come on your left back toes, the less intense it will be. The more your heel moves towards the ground, the more intense you'll feel it in the back of the right leg. Inhale, bend into your right knee, place blocks off to the side. Hands plant, step back, downward facing dog, straight into child's pose. Variation of arms that you enjoy today. Inhale, push yourself back up, hands behind you, chest, chin, perhaps hips lift. Exhale, release hips, round forward. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Exhale, hands come down, all fours. Tuck your toes, lift hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left toes reach towards the sky. Take a moment to square your hips. Find your strength through both arms, pushing generously into your palms evenly through left and right. Inhale, left knee towards your nose. Plant left foot. Option to place blocks where they'll need to be for after. Find your footing here, the separate tracks, and then we'll reach up, high lunge, left hand side. Inhale, reach fingertips up at the same time as your shoulders plug into their sockets. And on an exhale, cactus arms, option open chest. You can always stay with your spine long, looking straight ahead if that feels nicer today. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to ground or blocks, hips up and back, strain through left leg. Inhale, halfway lift, think long spine. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Inhale, bend into your left knee, place blocks off to the side, plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog, straight into child's pose. You can always switch up your arm variation as well. How you feel can change through practice. You don't always have to do the same thing. Inhale, push yourself up. Hands come behind. Hips may lift as chest opens. Exhale, hands to thighs, round forward. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, plant hands, all fours. Toes tuck, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Notice how you feel even with this bit of movement. How you feel on this first day of practice. Bend generously through your knees. Look to the top of your mat. Option to take a big step or baby steps all the way up towards the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips meet shins, long spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, left hand drops by your side. Shift your weight. Right hand drops to your side. Shift your weight to your left foot. Then kick your right foot into your right hand. Hold on to the inner part of your foot. Have your knees in line so that your tailbone can point down. Bring a slight micro bend to your left knee. Inhale, begin to push your leg into your right palm. Keep your body upright here. Find the flexibility that you have here first by pushing into your palm. Then, when you reach that edge, begin to tilt forward here in dancer's pose. Option to bring your forethumb and your finger to touch. This is said to help with balance. Deep inhale here. See if you can find a little bit more strength, a little bit more stability. Final inhale. Exhale, release with control. Come back up straight first. Then release your right leg. Hands to heart center. Take a breath here. Notice how it feels to be completely rooted into both feet. Inhale, both arms reach towards the sky. Exhale, this time left arm drops down. Kick your left foot, grab hold of the inner part. Find a long spine first. Push into your right big toe for balance. Then push your left foot into your left hand. Find your drishti, a point to focus on. Then when you found your edge, begin to tilt forward. Your upper body and lower body help to balance you here. Final inhale, reach, stretch a little bit more, toes and fingers in opposite directions. Exhale, come back up, long spine first, then release your left foot. Hands come into prayer or place your hands over your heart. Inhale, fingertips reach to sky. Exhale, swan dive forward, lead with your heart. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Begin to slow your breath down. Come back to that full torso breath if you've lost it. come forward so your knees meet the mat. Sit back onto your heels and untuck them from under your bum. Scoot forward so you're about halfway on your mat, but so that you have enough room to extend your legs long in front of you. Inhale, flex through your feet, strong through your legs. Hands may even plant at your sides as you root into your sit bones. Crown reaches up. Big inhale here, fill your torso. Exhale to release. Allow your muscles to relax. Inhale, arms reach all the way to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Keep your spine straight. If that means your hands are on your thighs, that's where you're going to stay. So long as your spine is straight, you intend yourself towards your toes. We don't all make it there, and that's perfectly okay. Inhale for length. Exhale, root through your sit bones. Perhaps you close your eyes here. And on your next exhale, allow your spine to curl forward. Release your upper body towards your legs. Let go through your legs. Maybe they roll out to either side as your upper body continues to grow heavier. On an inhale, walk your hands back up your legs. Spine is straight. Take one final breath to feel your sit bones rooted into the mat. And then slowly lower yourself all the way back onto your back body. Bring your legs wide, your arms far away from your sides. Perhaps you tuck your shoulder blades under as we come into our final relaxation pose, Shavasana. Take a deep inhale, fill your torso. Open your mouth side out. You are completely supported, completely grounded here in Shavasana. Let yourself take these final few moments to be at ease, to notice how you feel after that movement, to journey home to a place of peace. Stay here for as long as you'd like. Whenever you're ready, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Invite movement into your wrists and ankles. Then reach your arms long above your head. Point through your toes. A final deep inhale. Exhale, side out. One by one, knees come towards your chest and roll over to either side. One arm long against the ground, your head resting on your bicep like a pillow. Take as much time as you need to push yourself up into a comfortable seat. We'll meet with our hands in prayer at our heart centers. Bow your forehead so your third eye meets your fingertips. Thank yourself for showing up on the mat today, for doing this act of self-love for your mind, body, and your soul. Bring your head back up. May you feel kind words. May you speak kind words. May you think kind words. Together, we'll bow forward and say thank you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I can't wait to see you again tomorrow. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. I hope you feel absolutely incredible after today's practice, and don't forget to practice the weekly meditation next. Hit that subscribe button too while you're at it, and I'll see you again tomorrow.